FC Barcelona's dreams of signing Marcus Rashford from Manchester United this January have all but evaporated, thanks to their inability to offload certain players who have become an unwanted burden on the squad. With just over a week left in the winter transfer window, it's becoming increasingly clear that the Spanish giants are unlikely to be able to land the England international anytime soon, despite his reported preference to move to the Catalan capital. In a twist of fate, Barcelona's failure to get rid of Eric Garcia and Ansu Fati has severely restricted their options. The club, still in the grips of financial difficulties and working within strict La Liga salary cap limits, has struggled to make any significant moves during this winter transfer window. This has left them scrambling for a way to secure Rashford, a player who would bring much-needed attacking prowess to their squad. But as it stands, a deal is looking increasingly unlikely. The Rashford rumor mill. Marcus Rashford has been out of action for Manchester United since mid-December due to injury. But despite his injury woes, speculation surrounding his future has been rife. Reports have linked him to a number of high-profile clubs across Europe, with FC Barcelona emerging as one of the most significant suitors. As of recent weeks, however, it appears that Rashford's first choice has always been a move to the Spanish giants. Sources claim that the forward has reportedly agreed to personal terms for a potential loan move to Barcelona. This has fueled further optimism among the club's fans, hoping for a blockbuster move to strengthen their attack. However, there is a huge hurdle standing in the way: Barcelona's financial situation. The financial tightrope at Barcelona. Barcelona, still recovering from the financial turmoil that nearly saw them collapse in the summer of 2021, are struggling with the strict financial regulations imposed by La Liga. These rules are designed to curb excessive spending and keep clubs from overreaching financially, but they've become a real issue for the Catalan club as they try to operate within a sustainable model. As things currently stand, Barcelona cannot afford to bring in Rashford unless they offload certain players to free up space in their squad and their wage bill. The situation is made more complicated by the fact that Barcelona are already up against it in terms of wages and squad size. While they have shown interest in Rashford, they are unable to proceed with a loan deal unless they can find a way to offload certain players, namely Eric Garcia and Ansu Fati. Eric Garcia, stuck at Barcelona. One of the players Barcelona hoped to sell in order to free up space is Eric Garcia. The Spanish centre-back has struggled to cement his place in Barcelona's starting lineup under coach Hansi Flick, and there were talks of him potentially leaving the club this month. According to reports, Garcia was open to the idea of joining Jona, a club that is part of the City Football Group and has ties to Barcelona through their shared ownership structure. However, things haven't gone as planned. Spanish journalist Guillem Balag, a trusted source when it comes to Barcelona's transfer dealings, recently revealed that Girona have now informed Barcelona that they cannot afford to match the financial demands for Garcia. Specifically, Girona could not pay Garcia's wages as well as the loan fee that Barcelona expected in return for his temporary departure. Balag elaborated on the situation, stating, Eric Garcia liked the idea of going to Girona, but as of today, Girona have told Barcelona, sorry, we cannot match the sort of finances that you want. Unfortunately for Barcelona, this means that Garcia is now stuck at the club, and there's no immediate solution to this issue. Ansu Fati, the unwanted forward. Another player Barcelona has been trying to offload is Ansu Fati, once considered one of the brightest young talents in European football. Fati, however, has seen his career stagnate in recent months. Despite his immense talent, Fati has been excluded from Barcelona's last 3 matchday squads, which has left many observers wondering whether he still figures in coach Hansi Flick's plans for the future. Fati has reportedly been told by Barcelona that he can leave the club if he wishes, with a potential move to Premier League clubs or other European teams mentioned in the press. However, even Fati's departure doesn't seem to be enough to create the space Barcelona needs to secure Rashford. The young forward is reportedly unwilling to leave Barcelona, which has added another layer of complexity to the situation. Balog pointed out that despite Fati's exclusion from the team and his uncertain future at the club, even his potential departure wouldn't be enough to create the financial room needed to sign Rashford. Ansu Fati going wouldn't be enough for Marcus Rashford, Balog said. It doesn't look like Marcus Rashford is going to come to Barcelona as we stand. No more room at the inn. With time running out in the January transfer window and no clear solution in sight, Barcelona's hopes of securing Rashford seem to be slipping away. Balog, speaking on his YouTube channel, expressed doubt that any further twists or turns would materialize in the story. He noted that both Garcia and Fati have not shown a strong desire to leave Barcelona, which only complicates matters for the club. Balog's analysis suggests that the situation is effectively dead in the water for the time being. Barcelona simply cannot make room in their squad for a player like Rashford, who would undoubtedly come with a hefty price tag, even if the move was structured as a loan. Unless there's a dramatic shift in the coming days, Rashford is unlikely to join the La Liga giants this winter. What does the future hold for Marcus Rashford? With his future still up in the air, Marcus Rashford's next move remains uncertain. While Barcelona may be his preferred destination, the financial barriers at the club have made this transfer all but impossible at this stage. As the January transfer window comes to a close, other suitors will likely come forward to secure the services of the England international. Both Borussia Dortmund and Juventus have been linked with a move for Rashford, and these clubs may now represent more viable options. Borussia Dortmund has a history of signing talented players from the Premier League, and their attacking setup could offer Rashford the platform he needs to return to his best form. Juventus, on the other hand, have been in need of a top-class forward for some time, and they have the financial muscle to make such a deal happen. As the situation stands, Barcelona's failure to move on unwanted players such as Eric Garcia and Ansu Fati has severely limited their transfer options this month. If they are unable to free up space in their squad, it's looking more and more likely that they will miss out on Rashford in this transfer window. With just over a week left in the winter transfer window, FC Barcelona's hopes of signing Marcus Rashford are dwindling by the day. The club's ongoing financial struggles and their inability to move on key players such as Eric Garcia and Ansu Fati have made it increasingly difficult for them to make any significant moves in the market. Rashford, who reportedly has a preference for joining Barcelona, may now be forced to look elsewhere for his next move. Whether it's Borussia Dortmund, Juventus, or another European giant, Rashford's future at Manchester United is uncertain, and with time running out, a move away from Old Trafford could become inevitable. For Barcelona, this saga may ultimately be a missed opportunity, but with so much uncertainty surrounding their financial situation, it may be better for the club to focus on long-term stability rather than rushing into another high-profile deal.